Hi everyone, my name is Kylie Deverell, and I currently work for a company called MailChimp. They're a marketing platform essentially for e-commerce and for small businesses and things like that. I currently do pro customer support with them, and yeah, it's fun. It's not exactly what I want to be doing, but it's good in the interim while I'm waiting to finish this degree and everything. Forgive me if I look away. I'm looking to see what all I need to include in this video. Let's see. So I enrolled in this course, Religion and Genocide Prevention, because I feel like I have a fairly, I wouldn't say narrow view of what religion and genocide is in general, but I just feel like maybe I could understand a bit better how religion plays a role in genocide specifically, and not just the Holocaust. Especially since the majority of my background is in the Holocaust itself. And so I think it'll be really interesting to learn about other genocides that have occurred and how religion has played a role in that, and just really research that more, look into that more, and also how religion played a bigger role within the Holocaust as well. When I talk about religion specifically, it's honestly not something I do very frequently just because I am not a very religious person. I was born and raised Catholic, so I do know quite a bit about the Catholic religion specifically, but beyond that, it's just not something I've really ever been into. So to me, religion is one of two things. It's either a way for people to feel hope or, experience miracles and things like that. For some people, I feel like it's an escape away from the realities of what they deal with every day. And for other people, I think it's a way to, like, almost a mask to hide behind in fear, or to promote fear in some cases, especially here within the US. I think we see a lot of that these days. Which is a shame, really. And I could be wrong. This course could prove me entirely wrong as well. And I'm kind of hoping it does. But that's kind of how I see religion right now. As far as how I understand it, I don't really understand religion. I don't understand how it's so easy for some people to believe, or how it's hard for others to believe. I don't understand why things happen the way that they do, or how people have the faith that they do after seeing all the terrible things in the world. And it's something I personally just don't really get or understand, but I do understand that it gives people hope, and it makes them believe that there's something bigger out there for them, and bigger out there in the universe. And I think that that's amazing that people think that and believe that and feel that way. And I would never want to take that away from someone. And I think it's great that they can, that they can feel that way. But me personally, it's not something that I believe in or something that I follow. And so it's something that I personally don't really study or look too much into. As far as its influence on society and ordinary people, I think that society-wise, religion has a huge impact on both people personally, but also as a group or as a society. Especially if we look at the Holocaust and how it impacted the Jewish religion, and if we look at other genocides and how it's impacted other religions, how people were persecuted because they're Christianity, or because they're Jewish, or because they're Muslim, and things like that. And so I definitely think that there's a big impact on society, and nowadays I feel like it's more negative than it is good. And I say that because I think a lot of people use it as a fear tactic, and they use it to scare other people and make it seem like a certain religion is bad when really it's not. Again, it could be a very skewed view of how things really are, but that's why I took this class, is to kind of broaden my mind and experience a little bit more, get other people's opinions and things like that. Maybe some people who are a bit more religious than I am. As far as what I want to take away from this class, exactly what I just said. I want different views on people's religions, on how they feel about religion and how they see it in the world, and how they feel it pertains to the world today, and if they think it's a good or a bad thing. I think it'll be really interesting to see that. And I think it'll be really interesting to be in a class with other people who are also taking it because they want to learn as well, and people who are willing to debate that or question that in a safe environment versus one where maybe you don't feel like you can have those conversations, which is kind of how I feel nowadays, especially with where I live in Georgia. It's a little hard to have those conversations. I also want to just, learn more about religion and genocide in general. Like I said, I know quite a bit about the Holocaust specifically, but beyond that, I don't know a ton about how religion has played a role in genocide. Just to delve into the Holocaust even a little bit more than maybe what I know currently. So I think it'll be really interesting to see that. As far as how I will consider this course a success, it will be if I'm able to gain all those aspects, if I'm able to maybe have my perspective changed or my own perspective challenged even. And I think that just taking the course in general is going to help that for me. I already kind of feel like those things are being challenged now, which is really great. But ultimately, I think if I come away with this maybe with a different perspective or with a more narrowed or broader perspective, I should say, than my own, I think that I would really consider that this course has been successful. So it's really great to meet all of you. Again, I'm sorry for looking away from the camera quite frequently. I just couldn't remember everything I needed to say. But I look forward to working with all of you this semester and learning about each and every one of you and what you guys believe in and having some really great discussions. Bye.